Hi, I'm Nancy Williamson. I'm one of the Carolina clay artists who organized the Hub City Empty Bowls project in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We have found several easy ways to make bowls, and I would like to show you some of those ways today. They all start with a slab of clay, and we either slump the slab into a bowl, or we make a hump bowl where we put the clay over the top of the bowl. I'll show you how to do that, and then I will show you several ways to decorate the slabs. There will probably be some tools where you are making your bowl, a rib for smoothing, and this is a serrated tool and a roller, and this needle tool. I don't want you to use the pointed end for drawing. This is the end. If we draw on the bowls, we'll use this end. So let's get started. The first thing is there are rough edges on the slab, and there's like a fabric texture here. So the first thing I'm going to do is use a piece of plastic and just put the plastic over the edge of the clay slab and run our fingers around there. And then we flip it over and we do the same thing. And you'll be surprised how much easier it makes the final cleanup of the bowl. And then take a plain rib, and I like to smooth the cloth texture off of this bowl. And smooth the other side. For a slump bowl, you place the clay over the bowl and you move it around till you feel like it's even. And then you start lifting up on one edge. Oh, here's another tool I didn't mention, a sandbag. So you just start lifting up with one hand and pressing down with the other. And I'll run my fingers around the edges here. Since I did not decorate the slab to start with, I'll decorate it some now. Here's a star stamp. Put stars around on the inside. Sometimes people don't like the rim to be irregular like this, and they prefer to trim it, so you can use the needle tool to trim around the edge. If you do this, then you'll need to smooth the edge again. So you have a sharp edge there, you need to smooth that. So we don't want to cut anybody's fingers on these bowls. But I want to show you one thing that I'm wanting to ask you not to do. Balls of clay and stick them on the edge. And what happens is these are not stuck on here very well. And so in the process of firing these bowls and glazing these bowls, what happens is these little balls start falling off and they start looking pretty bad. If there were something that you did want to add, say a little leaf design, if there was something that you were going to want to add, you would want to cut that out, and you would score the clay of the piece that you're adding, and you would score the area where it's to be added, put a little water on there, and apply it. And then it would stay. Once you get the bowl out of the mold, you want to make sure that it will sit flat. You will use your fingers to smooth those edges. Here's the bowl with the smoothed edges, the flat bottom, and the leaf that we added. The next bowl will be made over a hump mold. For this one, I'll go ahead and decorate the slab of clay, and I'll just roll this little roller across. So for the hump mold, I will just lay this pattern down facing the mold. So I'll just use my hands to press down. For this type of bowl, it's optional that you could use a coil of clay and attach a foot ring. So for that, you can use a scrap of clay and just roll that out, okay? Then you can form it into a circle, position it where you think you want it on the bowl, and then you can just use your fingers to attach that. And I also need to attach it on the outside. So you can use your fingernail and just go around the edges. Then we'll be able to flip the bowl over. You want to make sure you don't have any holes in your bowl, and you don't want to have any rough edges. Now that we made this bowl, I want to show you some other ways to decorate the slabs. We can use a piece of fabric, a textured fabric, lay that on the clay, and use a roller just to roll this texture into the clay. But since I've rolled in this one direction, I'm going to want to roll in the other direction, because this is pressing the clay out. In the past, a lot of our participants in empty bowls have wanted to draw in the clay with a needle tool. I'm going to ask you not to do that. This needle tool makes a fine line, and the glaze does not fill in that line, and so it's not food safe. So we have to either throw that bowl away, or we have to come back in and smooth your marks out. I'll show you another way to decorate that you can draw on the slab. If you will first put a piece of plastic down over the clay, then you can draw with this end, and you can add whatever kind of a design you'd like to have. And as you see, that has nice rounded edges instead of these burred edges. And so to finish off, maybe we'll go ahead and we'll make a bowl with this. So I'll take this and I'll put it upside down so you'll be able to see the design inside your bowl. And once again, you just press the clay down, and you can remove the mold from the inside. So here's the bowl with the design drawn in it. So I hope you have a lot of fun making your own bowl, your own design, and these bowls will be used to make money to feed the hungry in Spartanburg. Thank you.